Raider Nation, what's good? Better late than never. My bad, I was a little late. Had to eat a little bit before we got started. But now we are ready to roll. Let's go. Now, if you know me, I like to change things up a little bit. I like to always kind of upgrade because sometimes things get a little, a little boring. So I'm going to introduce the new training camp intro. So let's go. Let's check it out. Brand new. Music by yours truly, too, as well. Man, if that don't get y'all fired up for some football, man, let's go. I'm juiced, man. I'm ready. This shit can't come quick enough. What's up with the nation, man? What is good with everybody? If that didn't get you fired up for some football, man, I don't know. You might need to check another sport. But yeah, we here, man. We close. We are close. Man, I can't wait to get it going. You know what I mean? All the talk, it's been months and months of like just talk about everything and nothing at the same time. But yeah, we ready, man. We got let's check it out. See what's good with everybody. You know what I mean? Sam Tanker, salute. Raider Pete, salute. Appreciate you guys. Another surprise Friday night. Yep. Yeah, we here, man. I mean, it's really not, not really a lot to say, but there is. This is kind of like the final before it gets cracking. It's been a long off season. A lot of things. We made some good additions. We drafted a pretty good group this year. Hopefully, when it's time to, put the helmets on and put the pads on and, get it strapped up for real, they're ready. Yeah, but I believe in my boys, man. I believe in them. I see this being a very successful year for us. And it's been a while. It has been a while. It's been a while since I have seen a winning season. Yeah, it's been a minute. So we're going to see what's going on, man. So starting from the top, the QB battle, which Like I said, I have my theory of how I think it's gonna go. So I don't think we got to worry about that. I am still curious about this DB situation. You know what I mean? I still want to see what we're gonna do, who's gonna emerge as those that second and fourth spot. I really want to see that. I really want to see that. I'm the more we get closer to the Charger game, I don't know, man. Like it's something crazy. Like I just feel as long as they got Herbert, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna have a chance to battle with us and kind of go back and forth. But I like our odds. I like, you know, they've broke down their team, so they're still building, building that rapport with each other, still learning each other. And game one is going to be crazy because that's both teams trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work. You know what I mean? Which plays to keep, which plays to get rid of, which plays to tweak a little bit. You know what I mean? To make a little bit better. So it's that time. But yeah, I just want us to get situated first of all, and get a lot of these positions kind of solidified really so we can move forward. So it's not the question marks and going forward, and we're not taking week 4 to still figure out, our line and everything like that. We got to get it going. We got to get just the best players on the field, man. Like, let's not worry about money. Let's not worry about contracts and all that. Put the best players on the field. The playmakers, man. I want to see. That's another thing I'm excited to. The wide receiver core. I want to see what this thing looks like if we take. I don't know. I see. Duh 17, duh 16. Duh 11. Um, if it is Guyton, what's his name? I think Guyton and damn, I did this the week before too. Goodness, Gallup, Michael Gallup. So we'll see if that's the 5 that we keep. I would definitely say really the wide receiver room for that, Sam. Thank you. Good question, bro. Yeah, I definitely want to see the wide receiver battle because I just want us to be competitive. I don't just want it to be Davante, Jacoby, and then that's it. I want us to kind of get somebody out of this group that we could groom that's, that guy. Because we have been lacking in the wide receiver position, and that's a position that can help out, because like say, what if we lose Davante, in the trade, whatever later on for money reasons or whatever. We have to have something coming in behind him because they're of course they're going to try to keep Jacoby, but it's going to be just Jacoby. So we need to start grooming some wide receivers. So while we have a good quarterback with an arm that's accurate, we need to take advantage of it. Sam says he wants to see this the LB core. Yeah, I'm definitely curious. I'm like that we're building off kind of what we had last year. I have my feelings about Diablo. I just want him to stay healthy. Like if he stays healthy, he helps. But it's been hard to kind of replace that, like, falling off in that linebacker position. Yeah, the tight end. If I just hope our tight end, I think tight end 3 would be like what Harrison Bryant, which would be a solid room because in that he'd be the one to kind of block a little bit more. Even though all of them really can block, it's just Harrison Bryant I think is the best blocker out of all 3. I'm definitely hyped about the wide receivers and tight ends. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. We talked a lot last year about Michael Mayer, and we barely heard any of the tight ends names in this, in that last season until the latter part of the season where we start kind of distributing the ball to the people that were actually open. Yeah. Brown has the most experience. Which Brown are you talking about? Harrison, you talking about Harrison Bryant? Yeah, he's I think he does have the most She came from, I think, the Browns. I'm not too familiar with his game though. I've seen, the highlights and all that kind of stuff, but I really didn't see him before we added him. But yeah, that's a matchup definitely. The DB matchup for sure would be I'd say definitely either top 2 or top 3. I'd say top 2 probably because I definitely want to see because I just worry about, I always think about injuries. I always think ahead about, say we lose Jack Jones or somebody like, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna have to replace him, and we're having a hard enough time with our roster as it is. So you know what I mean? Not as far as talent, but as far as the DB position, we were already thinking we need a second and a fourth DB to come out of this group. So imagine losing our number one guy. We've been there before. We were there a couple years ago. So yeah, it's a lot of things, but this it's about to get real, man. It's about to get real. It can't get no closer. It cannot get any closer. The quarterback battle still, because I still want to see, because just I don't know. For some reason, I feel like say if I don't know, because out of Bradley and out of Brown, I don't know who would would they keep. You know, what I mean, that's kind of I know that's really doesn't matter right now, but it possibly will down the line. But I'm curious to see who they're going to keep and who, or if not both, if they keep, and then just keep, practice squad for one of them, and they keep the 3, which is, rare. Because I mean, really, realistically, to compete, we only really need Aiden and Minshew to really stand a chance. I mean, hopefully, otherwise with the other 2, but realistically, we could look at our best chances with Minshew and Aiden. So imagine if this does work out, man. Like, because I know there's a lot of people are 50-50 on if Aiden's that guy or if he's not. So, I mean, if he's not, we'll talk about that part first. So, if he's not the guy, so that means like we'll start the season out 1-3, because I wouldn't really wait that long. Like, if I was going to pull the plug, especially second, I don't know, this is his second year, but I don't know, just for me, it depends on how we're losing too. But at because we have to be able to make the playoffs, we got to get out to a strong start. We can't start like we always do, 2-6 and 2-7 and all this kind of stuff where we got to catch up and make up these games, because we don't really. These teams are good. These AFC teams are really good teams. It's not like they're, this is easy. We need these wins. Like any win that we get, we need, and we need to beat these AFC teams. Like I always think of the Steelers, like teams like it used to be like the teams like the Patriots and all that kind of stuff, but now the Patriots are fading. You know what I mean? So it's you see the Browns came up out of nowhere. I used to talk hella smack about the Browns, like talking about they'll never be nothing, but just made the playoffs. Didn't do anything, but made the playoffs. So there's teams dropping out, and that's where because look at that division of the AFC North. I mean, you had the Browns, you had the Ravens, and you had the Steelers. That were damn good teams. So and then that used to be our division. It used to be like the Chargers could make it, the Chiefs could make it, for sure. And then used to be us, so it's been a long time since it's been that, been that way for us. We've been through so many eras of football with just so many different, like I just remember the Broncos with the Terrell Davis and all that, what I mean? Just that era. It seems like everybody had their era, of and it's like it's our time. I believe it's our time. Definitely believe it's our time. Let's see. Other positions of interest is O-line, since they're moving the interior to see what works best. Yeah. Yeah, I think for the most part, our line's pretty much. I think besides that, I think if I'm not mistaken, the right guard, I believe. I believe that's the position that we're trying to. And then, if Colton Miller, if he's not, because that's the thing about, he had a shoulder injury and he was supposed to be rehabbing. So part of that is knowing that he just had his, surgery or whatever, or, however long ago, but he's going to have to let that heal, and he's not going to be able to lift. He's not going to be able to do all the things that he needs to do to get ready. So we don't want to rush him. We want him to get, we don't want him to re-injure and then he'll just be out for, more games. We need him to get right, come back when you're ready. And, our young guys will get this work, like the guy Pete and the other guys we brought from free agency. But, a lot of the rookies, hopefully we won't have to use them, but hey, this is a good time. But hopefully hopefully Colton's back. But you never know. That's what I say. It's kind of crazy because when you're rehabbing, there's, it's complicated. It's complicated, But our center, I think I talked about this last week too about James. Like I would have loved for us to upgrade, even though we kind of did. We kind of are, because we have Parnham and we have whatchamacallit, Johnson. So we can definitely, because we have two people that have played center besides James. So if anything does happen, we would have to do a lot of shifting around, but we can get it done. So I don't know. I mean, do you guys think that they're thinking about that for the future? Just paying James for now until these guys develop, and then because this is Parnham's second year, and this is Powers' first year. So, you let James play for this contract, and then they could test out both, they could be, training camp battles for it, coming up in the future. But I don't know. I just see the last couple of years they were getting people that can play multiple positions like center, tackle, guard. They can play pretty much everything. But yeah, I'm interested to see. Because that's what I was talking about. Yeah, see, I think we need to upgrade over James. I wanted us to kind of go in free agent and grab somebody, just somebody that's done it before, someone that's not going to get, pushed around. Because, I know it's a lot of drives we see where we need it, man, like that like I said, 3rd and 1s, 3rd and shorts, 4th and short, 4th and 1. We need those. We need to get that push. And it seems like we never get that push. So I don't know. I mean, that's a lot too. We had a lot of holes in that line, but hopefully we're getting better. And good thing we're close enough to see if we are. This O-line is the end all. Say all for the season. They gel. We average 24, 28 points weekly. Yeah, I see that too. I'm hoping 28 more 28. Because I see us scoring. Our defense. I don't know if you guys seen this, but they have us ranked in the top as a top 10 defense, as the 10th defense. So finally, they're trying to almost show us some respect, guys. The cat, Pickles, say what's up. Yeah, but they're finally trying to put a little respect on our name. So I don't know where our offense is ranked, but that's a good question too. I want to see where they rank us at. Being that they don't like our quarterback and all this kind of stuff, there's a lot of stuff they don't like. How we tackled free agency, why we paid Wilkins so much. I mean, it's a bidding war. I mean, it happens every year. You know what I mean? It's if you want your guy, you got to go get it. You got to, money talks. Not gonna lie, O'Connell reminds me of Eli Manning. They're not perfect, but they can minimize damage and squeeze out some wins. See, I like that. Shout to Severe Raider too, man. Appreciate it. He made a comparison for O'Connell. I don't know if you guys remember, but Chad Pennington. Now he said it was, to his defense, he said it was Chad Pennington that was, before pre-injury. Afakasi, what's up, man? 'Cause, man. 'Cause, 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 Let me see. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know if you guys remember Chad Pennington, but he reminded me of like a Vinny Testaverde. Like played a long time, but really just played, if that makes sense. Let me see. I agree, Raider Pete. The O line is critical. If they can show out and the run blocking, it will boost the offense for real. For real, for real. Yeah, our running game. Watch our running game be super, super saucy though. Because like we've all kind of talked bad. Because I don't think I've heard. Well, a lot of people saying Zeus might go off, but I haven't heard anybody talking about like we're gonna be off the chains, boy. We're gonna be running it down everybody. But I don't know. It could happen because it all depends on this line, like you guys said. It all depends on that line. Afakasi salute. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know there's not really much going on, man. I just want to do this one more time. Just getting ready, you know what I mean? Because it's real now. We're going to hear real news, now. We're going to see who's shining in camp, who's not. So Chad reminds me of Tannehill, maybe because they both played for Miami too. Yeah, like it Chad Pennington. I don't know when I think of Chad Pennington. I don't know. I can't say like I don't know. I don't know if you guys remember like Rick Meyer. Uh, I say even a Jeff George, like Jeff George, lightweight Carson Palmer. What if we get that out of not the Carson Palmer that came here, but I guess the Carson Palmer and Chad Johnson combo. Chad Johnson was one of my favorite wide receivers. I don't know. It was how like when people talk, people that run their mouth and all this kind of stuff like that, people like that, you always want to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like you always want to just shut them up and stop them from talking. With Chad, he was one of the fewest people that I never seen anybody give him any problems. Like he had his way. He told people he was going to score. I remember back when he was back when he was with the Bengals and all that, and like he had the schedule on his locker, right? And he would cross off like the whatever the DB was, like, yep, burned him. One touchdown or two touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like it was funny because it's arrogant, cocky confidence, but it just makes for a better game because every week you're tuning in to see is anybody gonna stop him? Is somebody gonna shut him down, or is he going, And it's just funny. He was a funny dude, man. Like shout to Chad Johnson. There's some of the favorite players that I used to like Ray Lewis for sure is one. Ray Lewis was just like Ray Lewis had everybody in the league shook. Like if you were on the other side of him, I guarantee you know where he is at all times, or you would want to know, because that dude was a missile. Just imagine like him hitting you 20 times a game, 30 times a game. Yeah, real. That's the players, man. Like, what's his damn? I'm not gonna do that right now, but Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed. Shout to Rock Woodson too, man. Like United Steeler day. Well, yeah, of course, he started with the Steelers, but with those Raider days, man. He was getting them returns. Let me see. Ocho Cinco was one of the best route runners I've seen with the hands to match. Yes. Like like how he said, I'm always open. And he was damn near, you know what I mean? But that's the type of effort, like the player that he was, like there's a difference between him and like a Diggs, like whatchamacallit, a Stephon Diggs. Like he always wanted the ball but it was always to help the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like just for me, for catches, just so my numbers are up and all that kind of stuff like that. It was like, man, we could get this, like being on that same page. It is a chemistry. Like, it looks, people think they could just get into the game and then just, oh yeah, I could be a quarterback. Let me just, and it's precise, man. Like, it's a dance. You know what I mean? Like, it's like the walkthrough. That's why, in the start of the game, the beginning drive, right? Everything's scripted. The whole drive is scripted, maybe even the next drive. And that's why everything looks clean in the beginning while teams are figuring each other out and all this kind of stuff. It's a dance. But you could tell, because see, that's the thing. I hate to bring it up, but in the past past few years or whatever, we'll see, in the past, couple years, it seemed like we struggled with a lot of finishing. Like, there would be some comebacks, but for the most part, it'd be games that didn't matter because the next game we would lose it. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't even matter what we did the week before because we would lose the next week when it mattered. And we were always just so close, so close, so close. But things should be different now. But we had like Chad. I liked his effort. Chad was definitely every route he gave whoever was on that other side some work. You know what I mean? That work. But of course, Randy Moss was a beast too. He just was a freak, man. Like, just a freakish athlete that just had it all: speed, size. You know what I'm saying? They just was a dog. And even To and his, you know what I mean? Like, To talked too, but like, I don't know. There was something about To that, like, I just didn't like. I felt like he was just trying to do too much, trying to, you know what I mean? But whatever it takes to, give you that fire, keep that fire lit, do what you do. Like I talked about too, I compared myself in my younger days to whatchamacallit, Steve Smith Jr., not the one that played for the Giants. No, the one that played for the Panthers. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was a beast. He was like five something, you know what I mean? 5 foot little, you know what I'm saying? But was a dog, like somebody you did not want to. He was giving the blues out there, and he would fight too. I remember he punched his teammate Steven Davis back was that? Yeah, the running back. He punched him in the face or punched him in the eye or something like that. But yeah, it was just, but dude was just a beast, man. He was small, but he would get up and make some plays, and he would talk that smack too. Like him too. I'm trying to think who's another. Dion for sure. Dion Sanders. Everybody, when we were growing up wanted to be Dion. Everybody wanted to be fast, flashy. You know what I'm saying? He would like Dion was the one that just made the game look fun. You know what I'm saying? He made the game look like easy. You know what I'm saying? So it had everybody trying to line up and be, wear that 21. But yeah. Trying to think another wide receiver that I used to like too. Because, like, of course, Randy Moss, Chad Johnson. Oh my goodness. I really wasn't a big what's his name? Megatron fan at all. I don't know why. That's funny. I was just talking about that too. So I don't know for what reason that I just didn't like. He was a beast though. He was just a monster. But I don't know for some reason I did not like him. I don't know. But yeah, because there's some players that I cannot stand. I respect your game, but I cannot stand you in the heart of competition. Because we had one of the hated ones I had was LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. I respect his game. Like, he's one of, like, when I put a Madden team together, I definitely have to have him as either my one or two because I like a receiving back. I like a back that can get out there and be an extra weapon. But yeah, that I hated him every time we played him. I mean, it seemed like he would wait until our games and just show out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd have like damn near 200 yards, 100 some yards receiving. You know what I'm saying? Like two catches or two, two TDs catching, one running, one, you know what I'm saying? Like he used to give us the blues. Uh yeah, I couldn't stand Phillip Rivers too. I kind of started to respect him like later on, but I don't know because I liked the one thing I did like about Phillip Rivers as that he would talk that smack. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't care who he was talking to. You know what I mean? Like I love that. You know what I mean? Because it's just competition and it fires you up. It forces you to man up and do something. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Phillip Rivers was I couldn't stand him while he was giving us the business though. Yeah, him, LT, Antonio Gates. Like when you talk about hating a whole team, what's his name? Oh, Sean Merriman. The dude, what's his name? Phillips. They used to do that. The like he get the sack and then he do the bowling pose. Couldn't stand that team. Vincent Jackson, couldn't stand him. Since we're talking about, in fact, let's talk about it. First game of the season is the damn Chargers. I couldn't stand no, like Junior Seau. Oh, no, I didn't have none really against Junior Seau, but I did not like. There's a lot of people. Yep. I'm trying to think of his damn name. Oh well. I don't like him. Crow Marty. Don't like him. Yeah, but no, but that no, but that team used to give us just the work, man. It would, I swear, they would lose whatever the game, couple two games in a row, and then come play us, and then act like they were the best. They were the Super Bowl champions, And that's the thing; they would always do good. They were like the Cowboys of the AFC. They would get there, and then just flop out, like get beat by the Patriots or the Colts, and it'd be over. Yeah. So it's always fun. It's always fun seeing them talk smack because they always think they're gonna go somewhere and they ain't going nowhere. Like unless and then I remember that the season where LT was hurt and they were questioning his heart pretty much at him going out there. But I mean, like looking back at that now, because he ended up retiring a couple seasons after that. I think he went to the Jets and then I forgot where he went after that, but then he didn't last really that long. But LT was something else. Like one thing when I was a kid, like I used to think, when I was younger, whatever, like he would the way LT would talk, he was not making fun of him, but like he would talk super like country slow. You know what I'm saying? Like hella, and then he'd get on that field, boy, he'd be doing all kind of crazy tricks, juke spins, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, he was a beast to watch too. It just sucked that it was against. Now imagine. Okay, so we're all Raider fans, right? Imagine if we were watching those LT games, right? That he played against us. Because if you fucking know that he went off against us. Excuse me. I feel like he really hated us. Like he really legit had something against us. But imagine watching these games and we weren't fans of the team that he was destroying. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been like a thing to see, but instead we were getting our hearts broke watching him do what he did. Yeah. Yeah, top 5 for sure. You talking about you're talking about for Calvin Johnson. Yeah, no, he would probably be in top 5, like of just talent wise, like not of my favorite, but talent wise for sure. Let me see. Because I was always thinking, what's his name? The ones I remember, of course, Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, of course, T.O., Randy Moss, if I didn't say that already. What's his name? Marvin Harrison, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce. Like that, those are the ones I kind of remember. And yeah, Calvin Johnson was better than, of course, like damn near mostly all of them, just talent wise. He was like freakish, like Randy Moss. Like he just had it, like, and that's crazy. He retired so early. I think 10 years in the game. I'm glad at least he made up with his team and whatever they patched it up because he was having some some beef with the, the Lions of how they did him and how they treated him. Weigh the scale. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No question. Megatron all day. Yeah, I didn't want Jamarcus Russell at all. He was not even on my scope at all. I if I'm not mistaken, like I was saying, I think I wanted Matt Leinart or somebody else. I forgot who it was, but I think I feel like it was Brady Quinn or somebody like that. And he didn't even, turn out to be anything. I forgot where he went to Browns too. So, they were the Browns too. Doug Martin. Yep. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a while, man, until we see another one of those. Unless Zeus goes off with one of them 200-yard runs or 200-yard days. Yeah. Yeah, see, oh my goodness, we could have with Calvin Johnson, anybody could have been the quarterback because that boy had range. Let me see. It was fun beating the Chargers in our vacation home, San Diego. I can't stand San Diego to this day just because of the Chargers. Like, everywhere. Like, I can't stand KC. I can't stand San Diego. Can't stand Arizona. No, Denver. Denver. You know what I'm saying? There's Patriots. Let me see who else. The Steelers. Yeah, the Patriots. If I didn't say that, Patriots. Steelers, Patriots, the Niners. Yeah, that's gonna be. I guess we can look forward to that kind of coming up. Cowboys, we don't really care about Cowboys. We know they're just in the way. But see, the Niners. I'm surprised they haven't been talking smack. Well, I mean, I guess when you go to 3 straight Super Bowls and you lose, what can you say? What more can I say? Nothing. So, yeah. So, I mean, it is what it is. Rest in peace to Junior Seau. Yep, CTE. I'm telling you, man. Like, and that's sad with that too. Like, you can't even find out about CTE, like what you have until someone's dead, and then they operate on you and cut your brain in half and see what's going on in there, which is crazy. Yep, there's 31 teams in the way. 31 teams in the way. Yeah. So this time next week, it'll be on, guys. It'll be on for sure. It'll be on for sure. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, we really had to be lightweight creative. Cause see, my plan this off season, and it did not go to plan, but that's okay. I'm not, it happens. I had a strong year last year with the interviews and stuff like that. This year didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. I didn't get you guys any interviews. We were blessed with a lot of Raider content creators. You know what I'm saying? So, but I wanted to get you guys some players, and it's not too late. You know what I'm saying? It's not too late. We're still trying. But I'm into my team, right? I'm in what's best for the team. And I know that the boys are getting work in. You know what I'm saying? They're getting ready for the season. They don't need me in the way. So I'm going to get out the way, But if the opportunity comes where I can bring somebody to just talk about just the inside and, what's really good with Raider Nation and with the team, then we bringing it. But, I just wanted to let you guys know that was the plan. It didn't work out like I wanted it to, like last year's. But like I said, we're going to keep grinding. Yeah, I can't wait. Like I said, it's if we beat the Chargers, we're gonna beat the Ravens, and we're gonna go down the line because we have to start off, man. We start off with a win. Last time we started the season off with a win was last year, and that didn't work out for us. But we got to keep winning. That's the thing. We got to keep winning. And see, we don't have to really worry about that too, because we don't have that idiot McDaniels here no more, making stupid decisions that I don't. It's like that's ooh, I'll get my blood pressure up. No, but the thing about McDaniels, it was like, you know how there's 100 ways to do this right. And that dumbass would find the one way to mess things up. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone just looks for something, I mean, how can I mess this shit up? Looking around, like, how can I tear this up, man? This is too much fun. This is too much good stuff going on. How can I shake this up a little bit? You know, it's crazy. And that's why, you know, for if you guys remember me going off last season, that's crazy. Thinking back to that too, I was going on. It was just that it was that type of season. And so now it's kind of like I want to I have more faith that the people in position now are going to make proper decisions because I don't know what that dude was doing, the plays he was calling, and all the, you know, just the people that he had on the field, all these damn Patriots in the building that weren't starting, weren't playing, they were just earning a not even earning a check, just collecting a check, you know. So it was so many questions. And that's why for most of the year, last year, I said, this dude is tanking, bro. Like he is definitely tanking. And he is trying to either get one of these top quarterbacks because we were in line. Like if we wanted that top quarterback, all we had to do was keep McDaniels there. We wouldn't have won another game. Promise you. We got we got smacked by the Jets. We got smacked by the Giants. We got smacked by everybody. Imagine that getting smacked by DeVito. But yeah, that's crazy. Because like I said, we had the players on the team, not at, you know, not at every position and everything like that. But he could have made it work if he wanted to. Because I mean, Antonio Pierce took the same damn team and figured out how to put some players in, brought one player in, kicked one player out. You know what I'm saying? Like he made it work. He stood up for the team. You know, McDaniels was getting defensive about how his Patriots got beat by the Giants, you know. But I mean, you should have other things on your mind. And the whole Brian Hoyer experiment was the stupidest thing ever because all I kept hearing people say was, "Oh, he knows the system. He knows the system." Then why did he suck? Why did every time that Brian Hoyer win the game, except for that one pass to Trey Tucker, the 50-yard plus whatever bomb, that did he suck? Did he look like he didn't even know the offense? Jimmy G, you know, we already know that, but I'm saying, like, you bringing people in, oh, well, they know the system. It didn't look like it. I mean, Aiden figured out the system. You know, if these were still McDaniels plays and everything like that, like he figured out the system. He's a rookie. Came into the game, like almost brought us back after having one of his worst games, starting off one of his worst games, fumbling 3 drives in a row. Fumbled, I think, 4 drives, but ended up getting it back. So I mean, and we still had a chance at the end of that game to win the game if McSmarty had to just ran the ball. It's not like we're getting blew out by teams and stuff like that. We were so close. Like I just remember the game in Chicago should have been a win. Um, Miami game should have been a win. The Vikings game should have been a win. Now we won 8 games last year, right? Now imagine we win those 3. That's 11 games. That's 11 games. That's playoffs. That's definitely playoffs. It's a playoff team. So that's what I'm saying. We're not that bad. We're not that bad of a team, and we've got better. That's the scary part. We've got better. We're building, guys. We are building towards something. Now, I know a lot of people don't have faith in the quarterback situation, but the Tom Brady's are gone. The Peyton Mannings are gone. The Drew Breeses are gone. The all the stars that we knew, coming up, the Aaron Rodgers almost gone. Like it's a new era. It's a new era of quarterbacks now. You know what I mean? We got to let go of the past and we got to just be open for change. Like we don't have Brady. We don't have Aaron Rodgers. We don't have, but we got Aiden O'Connell. No, we got, and if that doesn't work, we got Minshew. I don't even want to talk about it if that don't work. But you know what I'm saying? We got to have some consistency. So that's the thing. We can't start Aiden last year and then jump to Minshew. We have to let Aiden see what Aiden could do. See, look how good he did in a rookie season. You don't think he's going to get better? You don't think he's going to improve from the stuff he learned and the mistakes he made last year? The kid has worked himself from the bottom to his roster starter from a walk-on. Not just third behind, you know what I mean? Like not just 10th behind, but numbers behind, touchdowns behind. You know what I mean? So he's a fighter. And what do we want? We don't want somebody that has been given everything, that's not going to work for it, that's just been handed the keys and then, okay, you're our guy. You're our number 1 pick. So you have to be the guy because we invested so much in you. He's willing to work. I mean, he worked himself up this roster. We had the great Jimmy Garoppolo starter. We had the great journeyman, veteran, Brian Hoyer. And who was the one that finished the season? AOC. And I know it sounds like, man, like I'm being this dude's biggest cheerleader, but it's just I see things in the kid. I don't like seeing my quarterback getting rattled. I don't like to see my quarterback crying. I'm not taking shots. I'm just saying, but I don't like my quarterback looking nervous. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're on the field, I need you to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? The voice. You know what I mean? Like you see how Brady would just command everything, just command attention, the huddle. If you drop something or you don't run that route, boy, he gonna eat you alive. And that's the thing and it's just that fire, man. And it has to work like that. It has to, because a drive, as quick as it gets going, can be stalled out by a drop, a fumble, you know what I mean? Anything. So every play counts. Every play counts. And it's been a while since we've had that, like even with DC, right? Not even no shade or nothing like that, but I'm saying he would get mad, if plays didn't work out, but it's more with him. It was more the blame game. Like I wanted more conversations on the sideline with the player. Don't, just like, oh, God dang, you were supposed to, have a conversation with the wide receiver after that and talk about it and be like, look, man, I thought you were going to go this way. you know what I mean, what were you thinking? Just see what's going on, man. Like, see what's going on, so you guys communicate so that doesn't happen again. But if you don't communicate, it's going to keep happening. So you got to nip it. You got to nip it in the bud, man. Like, and I wanted more of that out of him. Like, just on the sideline, just going over the play, going over, like, if this ever happens again, I need you, just working it out. And then, he's going to say, well, I tried to, but he was up playing inside. And, but talk about it. Don't just get mad at it, and then, because it just kills the drive. And the one thing you have to do is move on. So it's a balance, because you have to move on, but at the same time, you got to make sure these mistakes don't happen again. Because, like I said, every play counts, every play matters. You have to, especially the way we have a division that can be really good. Like, say if the Chargers start picking it up too. Because everyone expects them to, be competitive this year. They got them being better than us. They got the Broncos being better than us. They got the Chiefs, of course, being better than us. And guess what? We're gonna be better than everybody. Yep, I'm fired up, guys. I mean, you can't really tell me nothing, man. We got football just around the corner. Yeah, so I just want us to compete. And I want, a lot of people say we don't have that person to kind of, I think our line is going to be pretty nasty. Like, I see Munford has a little mean streak to him too. Powers, we know he gonna lay it down. He gonna lay it down, and he gonna leave it all on the field. Parnham, I'm not sure, but yeah, we will. I don't know. Parnham looks like a nice guy, and we know Colton's a nice guy. But I feel like Powers, Mumford can be those enforcers, the protectors. Because we need to, because I have all the faith in the world in Aiden if he has time. And only time will tell what he's done to work on when he doesn't have time. Because that was one of my frustration, was that he held the ball a little long, and him trying to maneuver in the pocket. So besides that, excuse me, guys. But besides that Charger game, I don't feel like he really got hit a lot. Like, he didn't take a lot of sacks. He did take some untimely sacks, though. Excuse me. Yeah, I would have liked to seen him either get rid of the ball or, but there was just, the one thing is, besides those, the Charger game where he fumbled a whole bunch of times, and then that Miami game where he threw a couple picks, he was pretty clean with the ball. He's if he makes a mistake, he usually doesn't make another one. So, we were asking a lot from a, rookie coming in, but he did show some positives. He did hang in there. He didn't fall apart. He didn't falter. He kept it solid. He was quiet. He didn't run his mouth. He kept it. He stayed humble, and he got better. You know what I mean? So I think that's something that you can definitely look for in a leader. And he's working. You can tell he's getting more comfortable with the guys. He's joking. He's one of the guys now. So I'm definitely excited for him. And I hope he shows everybody, like I'm pretty sure he will, that he is the guy and he will be the future. And that's one less thing we got to worry about going forward. So let's play that. I know we went down the road of, if not the guy, but if he is the guy, what do we do with Minshew? Do you guys like keeping him around, or do you guys want to trade him to somebody that needs a quarterback, like the Broncos? That'd be crazy, huh? I'm telling you, I should be a GM, man. I can make it happen. But yeah, that'd be crazy. Like, we could trade. I don't think they have anything though. But yeah, we could trade I don't know. I kind of like keeping him because imagine if something does happen to Aiden, man. It's just like when we lost Carr when Connor Cook was our quarterback and it just fell off. Yeah, that's the crazy part. Yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you try to trade him or would you keep him as a backup just to make sure we had a backup plan just in case something happens? Because Aiden is a tough kid. From what I've seen, he's took some wax, man, and he's come back in there, and he doesn't like to be out. So I like that. I don't like people that like to be on the sideline. I like players that no matter what, like I need to be in there. Like even if I got an injury, I got to shake it off. I got to be in there to shake it off, though. You know what I'm saying? So because like growing up, like especially our generation, we prided ourselves on being tough. Like ain't no like we used to play ball, no fouls. I ain't calling no fouls and all that kind of stuff. Like it just it's life. You know what I mean? We weren't used to easy life. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was hard for us. Everything was hard for us. Even the easy stuff was hard for us. And it's one of them situations where you have to play like that because I'm not saying like you shouldn't play basketball and call fouls, but I'm saying like if you play where there's no fouls, really there's no excuses. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight through it. You gotta battle through it, and person with the biggest heart, man, usually comes out. Happy Friday to everybody. I'm so glad it's the weekend. Yeah, glad to be here with you guys, man. It's late. Excuse me for yawning and everything like that, but man, I've been up since like 4 this morning. But yeah, I miss our Sundays, man. I miss games Sunday. Watching getting up. As soon as you get up, you got the pregame show and everything like that, man. It needs to come back, man. It's been too long for NFL. Come back, Raider football. Yeah. So it'll make the podcast crack a lot more too, y'all. I appreciate y'all being patient with us all as we scrape for content, as we tweet things here or there. One time I'm gonna give y'all the intro one more time, y'all, because I love it and it fires me up. So I hope it does the same to y'all. So let's go. Brand new intro. Seen it here. Raider Nation, Jason. Let's go. Yeah, man. Oh, I needed that. I needed a little shot of life right there. Needed that. Hope you guys did too. Yeah. I have been enjoying USA basketball. I hope we get the goal. I hope we get it. We got a good team. I mean, I think we're missing Durant right now, but hopefully if he can get back soon. But we got a good team without him. You know what I'm saying? You got Bron, you got Steph, the gold man Curry. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got a good squad. And I think our boys can get it done. I remember we played Australia the other day, and oh boy, the center was giving us the work down there for a little bit. But thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, man. I think it'd be I thought it was a good little addition to since we're about to start training camp. You know what I mean? So, and I was tired of looking at my video that I had, the older, the players that aren't even here no more, because it just PTSD, man. But yeah, it's good to see some of the new guys. So I will have a new video sometime either before the season starts or during the season once we get some newer footage and newer games and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, appreciate you guys for being patient with all of us as we, you know, go through this desert storm of content, but we've had a lot of ups, downs, situations, you know. And sorry about that. But yeah, it's one of them things, man. We're close. We're close. We're close. And anybody doing anything crazy this weekend? Anybody got any plans? Anybody going skydiving, rock climbing, karaokeing? If that's even a word, karaokeing. Anybody making a new dish this weekend? Anybody barbecuing this weekend? If you are, send a plate. Send two, and we'll split it with the cats. We'll split it. All contributions eventually go to the two cats. Eventually, but yeah. No, sorry to disappoint everybody too out there, Raider Nation. The cats will not be fighting tonight. There was a contract dispute, and they're going to be holding out until they're compensated. Yeah. So there will not be no kitty cat fight night tonight. Watch as I say that, you see him come. Watch. Yeah, man. Yeah. So it's been quiet too around like other teams. I haven't heard nothing. I really haven't been tuned in. I mean, I could poke around and start looking up, news from the, really from our division. I'm always got an ear to the AFC West and what's going on, like competition wise, who they're trying to sign. I seen they were trying to get Justin Simmons. Oh, I did not want that at all. I did not want that to happen. That would be crazy. You know what I mean? Because if anybody's gonna get him in our division, it should be us. Because imagine that would be nice with him, Epps, Merrick as a three safety set. Sheesh, that'd be nice. And then you got Palamayo backing up the cut. You know what I'm saying? That's a pretty saucy room right there. And I think because I don't know, I just feel we need to stack talent. And we got money. Let's use it. I'm not saying blow it all, but I'm saying like let's make a splash play. Let's get somebody that's not gonna be injured, is not injury prone. Get somebody that's gonna be a splash playmaker. No matter what it is, if it's defense, offense. I so wish there was some better running backs out there. Or if we could get one in a trade somehow, like get some off somebody's roster. Just because I really don't like our running back room. If I had to pick any position where I don't like what we got going, so even with the DBs, right? If I like Bennett, I like what I seen, the glimpse I seen from him. I liked, well, not last year, I'm saying, but like this college stuff, he was doing good in college. And Faison, I remember from the first time he was with the Raiders, and he was, he was holding his own, but he's been going through injuries and stuff like that. So we don't know what it is. But with that being said, I still have confidence in the rookies that we got this year. Our 7th pick and our, what was that, this third round? No, 4th round. 4th round pick and our 7th round pick. And but when it comes to the running back room, because if Zeus, that's the thing, if Zeus is your number one, good God. I know that sounds bad. I hate to, even talk negative, and I wish the kid the best of luck this year. And I hope he runs wild. And I hope he shuts my mouth. But I just if he's your number one, that means who the hell is your number two? Because like if he was the number two, I would be happy with that because I would be like, okay, well, he was number two. We've had maybe Amir, you know. I know it's whispers of Labe or whatever, but obviously Amir would probably get that third spot. But yeah, it's like just having Zamir as a number one just doesn't sit right with me. It just doesn't. I'm not satisfied with that being the finale. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But there's nothing we can really do. Like we didn't do it. Like I'm not even gonna say McCormick or but it could be, Britton Brown. I don't know if that guy's still even around on our roster. I will check. But I know they were saying that he was supposed to be emerging last year before he got hurt. So I'm hoping however he was injured last year wasn't that severe, and he's able to come back fully ready. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, of course, I want to be the biggest Zamir White fan in the world, but I just haven't. I've seen glimpses. We've seen it against the Chiefs, the Chargers a little bit. We've seen it, but I want to see some more. It's the same with Aiden. I want to see some more. Uh, Malcolm Coons. I want to see some more. Diablo. I need to see some more. I need to see you on the field. I know I've talked bad about Diablo. I like Diablo. Don't get me wrong. I like Diablo, but it's a business at the end of the day. And you can't help us on the sideline in the med cart in the blue tent. Can't help us in there. You got to stay on the field. And I know it's hard to control injuries and everything like that, but if you're not built like that, maybe you shouldn't be on the field. If I was soft, I wouldn't be on the field either. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So I'm not gonna get upset. I'm not gonna get crazy. I'm not gonna get wild. We're too close to the season. Let's talk about the good things. Let's talk about the good things. RD line is gonna kill people. Or how they say now, it's gonna unalive people. Excuse me. No, but no, I'm playing, guys. No, but we are going to do some damage. Capitan, salute. Yeah, we're gonna do some damage. Like we got a D line that one of the best. I say top 5 for sure. Easy. Top 5 for sure. Nobody could tell me nothing more. And I like how Pierce said it. Don't worry about our quarterback. With a D line like we got, you should worry about your quarterback. I like that. We need that. That's that confidence. It's been a while since we could talk some smack, y'all. We ain't been able to talk smack since the Charger game and then 0-2. Y'all know what Charger game I'm talking about, Mister. DC put that time out in there. But yeah, it's been a long time, man, since we've been able to talk some smack. And I feel like it's about that time. I hope Max gets it too. I hope he does get that Defensive Player of the Year. Because it's been a long time coming. I feel like he's been getting worked out of that award. Kind of like how my boy Draymond Green a couple years ago was getting worked out of that too, while he was still doing, wrecking shop. But Draymond be tripping sometimes. He trips. Yeah, so that's the thing. We're going to be hunting. Raiders are going to be raiding this year. Yep. We're back on hunt mode. We're riding in our ships, y'all. You know what I mean? Pulling up, talking about, hey, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out real quick one time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let us hop on here real quick. Hey, what y'all got? What y'all got? Yeah, we coming. We coming. We coming. And it's almost crazy because like the vibe around like the nation feels like we don't really know what to expect. Cause like the last 2 years kind of hit us hard. Cause we had so high, we had high expectations for what we were gonna do. And we were just shocked. You know what I mean? And it's just like we didn't know what was going on, what side was up, you know what I'm saying, which way was left. We didn't know nothing. And it was just like it just hit us surprise. But just see how we finished last year. We were grinding. Like that Colts game was ugly, y'all. That Colts game was ugly. It was like, we were going without penalties and all this the whole season. And the game we needed the most, we got flagged like the old Raiders. Like most of our penalties back in the day used to look like wide receiver stats. Crazy. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, but I just wish it would come on, man. I wish the season would just come on. But patience. Yeah, we're gonna make people uncomfortable, and that's what we want. We want Mahomes uncomfortable. We don't want him sitting there being able to pick us apart, and that's what he's gonna have to do is get that ball out quick. So of course, watch, just mark my words. We're gonna see a lot shorter routes, all that kind of stuff against us. We're gonna see shorter, and that's where he's gonna try to pick us apart, try to do little dink and dunks here because he knows how to drive. He knows how to use the clock. He knows how to milk the clock. He knows how to, use the. He knows how to get it done, but he can't get it done if he's on his back. Promise you that. He cannot get it done laying on his back. He's been healthy too for a long time. That needs to change this year. That definitely needs to change. Because he's been pretty healthy. Like even the year that they won the Super Bowl, I think it was not this last one, but the one before that, he was injured and he still got it done. So, we got to put him down. Got to put him down. Yes, sir. Freddie Nick in the building. TGIF Friday. Yeah. Yeah, that was old school. Yeah, that used to be my music name, y'all. Jay Freeze. I used to go by Friday as I had two personas, right? It was multi-personalities of music. So Friday was like the Usher, Trey Songz type singing, whatever. And then Jay Freeze was like the, that big kid, the hype, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a mix because, we don't always feel the same. Like when we get mad, we turn into another beast. You know what I'm saying? So, and then there's this part, the good time where everything's good, but then there's the times where everything's bad. So, you gotta have a mix. So yeah. Schizo music, man. Schizo. Yep, no more. Lord, I pray for no more fourth quarter close games. Lord, we want to see some blowouts. We want to see some more 63 to 21s. We want to see some more of that. Guys, we put 63 on them boys. Now, remember earlier in the season, right? I don't know if you guys have all seen it, but I have a short. I just seen this thing on, and I just did it right there on the spot. Because sometimes if I don't do it right there on the spot, I'm not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I kind of got to catch it in a moment. So it was a kid, right? And he was telling this team, like, guys, coach is right. If we're gonna win this game, it's on us. And then they were like, shut the fuck. No, but it's crazy because like I just pictured The first thing that popped in my mind when I seen that was like, yeah, that's Russell Wilson. Probably after that 70 yard game against, or 70-point game against Miami when they was putting it on them boys. So probably at halftime, he was probably trying to deliver one of his speeches, and they was like, "Man, are you serious? If you don't look at that damn score and shut it down." No, but yeah, that was funny. Yeah, so some of those, like, I do them just because I have to do it at the moment because I don't want to lose my thought. I don't want to lose my energy. I don't want to lose my, my motivation. So, but yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pump out more stuff. I know I did the surprise show a couple of days ago, and I want to do more. But yeah, it's tough enough like to come on here really and tell you, just I'm giving you guys really more of me, you know what I'm saying? And the team's gonna do what it's gonna do. Like, guys, don't even worry about that part. You know what I mean? This is fine. We can finally say we're back to Raider football. Back to Raider football, the way we should be. Yeah, so appreciating everybody, man, stopping through, showing love to the podcast. We are getting better. We are grinding. And we're gonna have a playoff season this year. And we're gonna win some playoff games. And we might trick around and be playing in New Orleans. New Orleans, baby. Out there in New Orleans, baby. Out there getting it. Yep. And then, guys, next show, whenever that might be, we're gonna do a giveaway. This one's a pretty cool piece of memorabilia. It's kind of not ancient because the person just passed away too. So it just kind of makes it a little bit more, legendary. Because like for what it was, like the guy, in fact, I'm gonna just give you the name and I'll let you guys kind of do your homework. First, I gotta think of his last name. His first name is Marlon. Oh yeah, sorry, thank you. Marlon Briscoe. I'm gonna leave it at that. Marlon Briscoe. And like I said, next show we will have a giveaway for a piece of signed memorabilia from Marlon Briscoe. Yep, D line's gonna be punking people. Our linebackers are legit. We got Spillane, we got the boy Eckenberg, we got Masterson coming in back. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, we got Diablo. We got the Iron Man Diablo ready to go 17 games strong. Maybe even 21. Yep. So DB. Ooh, somebody's gonna merge though. That's the thing. Somebody's gonna come out of this thing. Because I know we're worried about it because we don't know who it is, but we drafted two guys this year. We still got Bennett from last year. We got Faison, we got some UDFAs. So somebody out of this group, if not one person, where we can get that at least that second spot fixed, where we got Nate, Jack Jones, and then whoever comes for that second spot. But somebody has to, because this is too many guys. Richardson, Devonshire, Faison, Bennett. Damn, I can't even think of the DBs from the UDFAs, but you know what I'm saying? Like somebody has to come and step up. And we got some speed too. That's the one thing that's kind of hasn't been really talked about a lot is we got some speed. We got some speed to kind of get with KC and all these guys. So, Richardson, fast. Bennett, fast. Nate, not so fast, but He's got that game speed, though. He's got that game baller speed, game time speed. Jack Jones, a magician. Make that ball disappear, man. So defense, I ain't worried, man. I am not worried at all. I ain't worried. Safety room, we got a safety room that's coming back to do it again. Offense. So offense, I thought, last year was gonna be one of our strongest sides, but I was wrong. We look like a ghost of an offense. So we really need to get this together this year. We really need to. Well, I mean, shit. We added Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, ain't went nowhere. Davante, Jacoby, Trey Tucker, Gallup, Guyton. Need I say more? Need I really say more? I'm not gonna spin you guys around in circles. But need I really say more? What else do we need? What one more do we need? Another running back, another expensive running back. We got Zeus, man. We got Zeus. Zeus the juice. No, we'll see. But yeah, I just wish we had somebody else too. Because like, what if Zeus goes down? Then what? Then what? That's why I worry. That's why I always think about. I don't think about right now. I think about the future. I think about what if things don't. Because for me in life, things haven't been perfect. Things have went wrong. So that's why everything I look for in life, I have to look and think about what if this happens? What if I have to be ready to do this if this doesn't happen? And it's like it's life. If in life, if any kids are listening, always be prepared for things to not go right. Be prep yourself to make sure things don't go right. I mean, prep yourself to make sure things go right, but at the same time, always be ready and just prepared and have a backup plan. Because in life, man, you never know. Things ain't always what they seem, man. But you guys didn't come here to hear life lessons and life advice. I'm not a life coach, but I've made mistakes and I've learned from those mistakes and moved on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I'm focused on the future. You know what I mean? I don't really look to the past. I like to move forward. I like to. The only thing I like to stay in the past about is Raider games because that's when we were winning. But I look to mostly the future for everything else. And you have to, man, because it's like we're gonna make mistakes. We're not gonna be great at everything. We're gonna fail at some things, but just learn from it. Be better. Like I make mistakes all the time, and one thing I can do is I can come and say, "Hey, that was my bad." You know what I mean? I messed up. That was my fault. But let's not let that stop us. Let's move on. Let's move forward. And that's just the way of life, man. We can't be stuck in the past. We can't be blaming people for well, he did this to me and blah, blah, blah. And, what I mean? It's like, we're not going to get nowhere like that. We got to move forward. I recognize that I made mistakes, but how do we make this better? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we move forward from this? So, and this corner weighing 3 pounds, possibly 6. We got the black sniper Wesley. Wesley in the ring first, like he won some. She was kicking his butt last week. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. But like I said, guys, I ain't gonna spin you guys around. You know what I'm saying? Always have a thank you. Always have a plan B, C, D, E, and sometimes even F. Yeah, because that's why sometimes as a kid, I grew up. Like my mom was way different. She always wanted to, plan everything and all this kind of stuff. I was like, man, I don't know what the day is gonna bring. I'm gonna take it as it comes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna go with the flow of the day. And I found things. Excuse me. I found things to be a lot easier like that because it's easier. I feel just to kind of be open to just life and just kind of because if I don't know if everyone here is spiritual, it believes in God and everything like that, but I believe in God. I'm a believer. I'm not at church every Sunday like I should be, and hopefully, Lord forgives me for that. But I believe and I pray. I believe in Him to the Most High. I pray to Him, and I just make sure that He knows that I'm trying. Like I fall short, but He knows. And at the end of the day, my heart is in the right place whenever I fail because I'm always trying to do as much as I can, either to help or just to be a better person, to be better today than I was yesterday. That's always the plan. Now it doesn't always go that way, but that's the ultimate goal. I've seen ups, I've seen downs, I've seen rock bottom, I've seen it all. And I'm just grateful for life. I'm grateful just to be, just to be here, to be healthy, to be free, to be, you know, um, being able to do this podcast with you guys, being able to connect with Raider Nation, man, to have different Raider content creators come and share their view and their mission for the team and everything like that. It's a blessing, man. Like I appreciate this, and this is just preseason. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, it's about to get real, y'all. Like, this is about as sentimental as you'll see me be. You know what I'm saying? But once the season starts, the adrenaline starts flowing, starts kicking. You know what I'm saying? We start beating everybody. It's gonna be good, But it's just right now, it's that waiting game, man. But the wait is almost over. So wait is almost over. So my life lesson, like I said, I'm not a life coach, but don't if anybody is beating themselves up, because like one thing for me, like I was destined to keep messing up until either I died, ended up in jail for life, or anything like that. And it was like I had to bump my head a few times to realize that maybe I shouldn't go this way. Maybe I should try the other way. Maybe this door doesn't open. So with that, I learned to, because there was a point where I was mad at myself because it took me so long to realize it. Because when you're going the wrong direction, the worst thing you could do is keep going in that direction for a long time. You know what I mean? Because it's just going to make you have to go even longer to get back. So my thing was I was frustrated with myself because I was doing a lot, right? And what I did is I drowned myself in work. I did as many jobs as I could. I was working at one point I was working 3 jobs and I was going to school like online. And I felt like I was making up for lost time because I had, not been going the right direction for so long. And it was time for me to pretty much hit the ground running. And I hit the ground running and I just kept going. And like it started with one job. And then once I was, found the balance with that job, then I got another one. Then once I kind of, caught my bearings and was, kind of filling that out. Once I got situated, I got another one, started school, all this kind of stuff. And I just prided myself in working hard because I wasn't the hardest. I mean, I would give the effort. That's the thing. I wasn't always the most talented person when I was growing up, but I gave effort. I never stopped. I never quit. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the best features that I had about myself is that I was so stubborn, so stupid sometimes that I would never quit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type I'll get choked out before I tap out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that person. Like I don't like to quit. I just because where I'm from, if you quit, you're a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's not the mentality to look at life at. But when you're raised a certain way, you can't break that. You can't break that training. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there's certain things you hold yourself to that you never want to, there's things, morals and shit like that you never want to let go of. So, just I just zero tolerance for quitting. Cause I mean, I feel like there's always a way. It's not gonna be easy. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, but there's always a way. Like we live in a time nowadays. When I was growing up, there was no Google and no, well, there probably was a Google, whatever, but there was no YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I don't even know. Was there Google? It might have been Google, but I'm saying like there was American Online and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, there, we didn't have YouTube where we can be like, damn, I don't know how to do this. Let me YouTube it. Boop. Oh shit. Now I know how to, whatever, whoop de whoop. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's no excuse for not knowing how to do something. Because now, what the world is flooded in now, and it's gonna kill the world is laziness. Because there's plenty of capable people of doing a lot. And this is not just kids, this is not just young people. I'm really more frustrated with the rich. I'm talking about the wealthy, the billionaires and stuff like that. Because I know I talked about this before, but like the homeless situation, I feel like I know there's a lot of people that don't, they're not working on themselves towards. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that aren't working towards a better life, but there are people out there that deserve a second chance. You know what I mean? That really, if they had a chance, they would definitely change. And that's the people that I would love to help, because sometimes people are in a bad situation and all you need is a push sometimes. Like when I was, like having bad times and stuff like that, I will never forget the people that told me that I could do it, that told me that it's just a phase, it's gonna pass. You know what I'm saying? The ones that told me like you're better than this, you can do better, you can dig out of this. And they were right, you know what I'm saying? And it just took people to have faith in you. I know I want to share so much with you guys, but have faith in yourself more than anything. Have faith in what you do. Don't let nobody tell you who you are. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to do. And the only person that can stop you is you. You know what I mean? And the only time your dream fails is if you quit. So Raider Nation, I'm going to leave you with that. Committed to excellence. It's what we do. And I know it's been a rough few decades for us. But take a deep breath. One more. It's winter time. Nation, I love you guys to death. We're rocking, man. So get ready for the season. Next time I talk to you, it's going to be active. So appreciate you guys. And you guys get to see the new intro on the outro. But yes, let's go. And this is what we're excited for, y'all. So Raider Nation, love y'all. Peace out. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe. Do something fun. I don't know if it's going to be hot, but go to the beach. If it's cold, don't go to the beach. But get something to eat. Do a few food review at your favorite local spot, man. Like, show some love. Like, there's some places around the city that I definitely want to show some love to. So you'll be seeing me do food reviews because they're like, I'm living in the city, San Francisco. It's got some good food places. So, me and the lady, we're going to go check out some places, do some reviews, tell you if it's, or tell you if it's, So, yeah, we're going to get it in. So, like I said, love you guys. Nation, stand up.